Welcome to the next phase of the past paper that was 221012 May June 2023. Now we are going to check it out for the next question. That's question number 7. A distributed denial of service attack DDoS is a cybersecurity threat. Draw and annotate a diagram to represent the process of a DDoS. Okay, now DDoS means that you are sending too many requests to the server at the same time that it stops responding. So we need to do this one. How are we going to do this one? We will be saying, okay, so it's one box, the other one is this one. The one is this one. Okay, now it's a third party. It's a server. It's a user. It's a bot. It's a bot. It's a bot. Okay, now what is actually going on? Okay, so what is actually happening? Initiates the attack. Okay, now the third party is going to initiate the attack. Okay, once the attack has been initiated, now the bots are actually linked with each other. Okay, once sending request on servers, requests on server, on server. Okay, and failed connection, you may say, due to too many requests. So this is how actually can you may say it's a DDoS one. Okay, I think so. We do have a question over here. Yeah, sending multiple requests means that you have sent too many questions or too many, you have asked for too much from the server. It's not responding at the time. That is the thing. Okay. Okay. Now they are saying state two aims of carrying out a DDoS. Okay. Do remember that the major aim of carrying out any sort of a malware is to access your personal details. Okay. Um, but over here it's a server, so you can say to access company's data to harm the reputation of a company. Okay, now they are saying give two security solutions that could be used to help prevent a DDoS attacking being successful. So obviously one thing is the firewall, the other one is the antiviruses or the anti-malwares, and you can utilize the proxy servers as well. So we will be writing with the firewalls. And the other one we will be saying antivirus softwares or anti-malware software, both are the same thing. Okay, going to the next question. What does that say? It says a computer is connected to a network and assigned an IPv version 4 address. Tick one box to show which device would assign the IPv version 4 address to the computer. Okay, now you need to name that particular device that will be assigning the IP to the system. So domain name service, no, it won't. Or domain name server, it won't. NIC, no, it is responsible to make up a connection. Router, yeah, it will be assigning the IP, okay, to the server. Okay, now web server is actually having that particular web pages. Okay, now they are saying for part B, give the characteristics of an IPv version 4. So IPv version 4 is actually in a binary format. It is of 32 bits and ranging from 0 till 255. It's having four sets. It might be the static or it might be the dynamic as well as it is utilized to identify a web page or a web server, sorry, a web page or a website uniquely. So you may write it down. IPv version 4 is of 32 bits with four sets of 8 bits each with a binary number, or you may say representing a binary number, representing representing a binary number in range between 0 to 255. It might be static or dynamic. It is utilized to identify a web page or a website uniquely. So this is what you need to write down. Okay, now coming to the next question, question number 9. What does that say? Okay, now that's regarding an AI. One component of an expert system is an inference engine. Describe or identify, sorry, identify three other components in an expert system. Okay, what are the three other uh, components? So we do have overall four. That's an inference engine. Then we do have an interface. Then we do have a knowledge base, and we do have a rule base. So we can write it down: interface, knowledge base, and finally we do have a rule base. Okay. Now they are saying describe the role of the inference engine in an expert system. Okay, now the inference engine, as I just told you that inference engine, or I've told you previously, not just told you, my bad. So as I have previously told you that inference engine is basically a place where you are going to input your requirements. Okay, and it's a sort of a system software. You didn't get the upper question. Okay. So first of all, is let me explain with the previous one again. They are asking that what are the components of the expert system. So expert system that is working on the knowledge base. Now the you may say the components of this expert system are four. The knowledge base, that means whatever you are providing to it. Rule base, according to the rules, it needs to make any sort of the correction. Okay. Okay, then we do have an interface. Obviously, we do, need to interact with that particular system. Now, might be with the GUI or with the CLI. Mostly, it's with the GUI. And finally, we do have an inference engine. And now they are asking that what is an inference engine? So that I was telling that inference engine is type of a utility software, or you may say uh, a particular browser on which you are going to access that particular thing that you need to find out from that place. So I'm going to write down the parent and I hope Shan it's clear to you. Type of a utility, software that allows the user to search in for a particular task of a particular requirement. Example, web browser. Okay, I think so. We have a query. Oh, let's say yes. Okay. So coming back to the next question. Okay, the next question says a user has both system software and application software installed on their computer. Describe the difference between the system software and an application software. Give an example for each software in your answer. Okay, so now what is a system software? System software is working, may I say, system software is a bridge that connects the hardware and an application software. Example. Okay, now they have asked for the example. So example over here does not mean that you are going to write it down Linux or Unix or iOS or Windows. No, you need to write it down the name of that particular or the category of that particular software. So an example, I'm saying operating system, operating system, whereas application software are utilized utilized to provide services demanded by user. Example, web browser. Web browser could be the thing. Okay, but I haven't named the web browser. Like I haven't said Google or I haven't said Mozilla or I haven't said Opera. So that's the thing. Okay. So for part B, they are saying state which component in the computer would store both types of the software when the power is turned off. Both the system and the application software. So do remember your OS is actually and the other applications are actually stored in the secondary storage devices. You may write with the secondary storage as well. You may write with the HDD as well, or you may write the SSD as an answer as well. Completely depends up to you. But what I would prefer for you guys is the secondary storage because it will cover the complete range of the secondary storage both for the HDD and SSD. Okay, so that I would prefer for you guys. So that was all for this session. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Inshallah, see you in the next session. Allah Hafiz.